Pedro is absolutely special player. I am Ugo Amadi, and this is Up Chelsea TV. JOAO Pedro, super special player. Got 2 goals today, both brilliantly taken goals. And I think the likes of Nicholas Jackson probably have to consider themselves on the bench, or he has to sit up. He has to sit up. He has to be on his game right now. And this is what I want. This is what I want from Chelsea. You bring players in to compete. All this rubbish about stalling the development of a particular player, that's why you don't want to sign another player. And I've been saying this, and you've had fans who've been saying this, say, oh, you want to sign a striker, do you want to impede the development of Nicholas Jackson? Like, that is meant to be a thing. You know, sometimes it's good to have players looking over their shoulders. And look at JOAO Pedro. He's come on, scored 2 goals, 2 brilliant goals, I must add. So Liam Delap, Nicholas Jackson, you guys must be, you must get on your game. You must get on your game. So overall, an excellent game. I think Chelsea played well overall, although there are parts of the game where it felt like they were a bit too labored and kind of like they were feeling like the game was too easy for them, which allowed Fluminense to get some foothold in spots in the game. So, but overall, a very good game for Chelsea. And Nicholas Jackson came on, could have laid the ball off for Cole Palmer, decided to go on his own, and he missed it. I wouldn't really criticize him too much because you have a striker who's come on, who wants to impress. He's seen his rival for that spot get to sublime goals, to excellent goals. Anyway, you want to come on the pitch and make your impact. But just like I'd said so many times about Cole Palmer, you don't have to score the goal every time. You don't have to be the guy to score that goal. Sometimes you can have an impact on the game by being the person that creates the assist. You know, you can be a player that has impact by being the person that takes the ball from your own 18-yard box, drew past 3-4 players, lay the ball off to your teammate, who lays it onward for a striker or another teammate to finish off that chance. You know, and Cole Palmer, the pass in the game where he was a bit frustrated, holding on to the ball a bit too long, but wouldn't criticize him overly too much for that. But the game was fantastic. Brilliant goal from JOAO Pedro, and I think he right now is the number 1, number 9, if you know what I mean. So with William Delap being 1, being 2, and Jackson being 2A. So and then overall, talk about Kurela. His clearance his goal line clearance was really important, because I think Chelsea were 1-0 ahead at that time. So can imagine if the Hercules again was been scoring goals for Fluminense in this Club World Cup. Can imagine if they had equalized so soon after Chelsea had scored the first goal. Probably it could have been possible that Chelsea would have faded off, because while I say the game was fantastic, while I say the team played well overall, once Chelsea got the first goal, they kind of fell off. Players kind of fell off a bit, and I think that gave Fluminense sort of courage, and they came on strong, attacking Chelsea. And for Chelsea's sake, for our sake as Chelsea's fans, for our health as well, we're thankful that they didn't take advantage of those opportunities. So overall good game. And Nkunku at this point in time seems to be slightly ahead of Madueke in the pecking order. Fair play to him play. I think it was fairly decent. He had some opportunity to score some goals himself. You know, one was deflected by the defender of Fluminense. The other, which was the header, he missed it. He miscued the header. So, and then Enzo Fernandez was very good as well. He set up that goal for JOAO Pedro. I know some people will go on and say, "Oh, but JOAO Pedro was almost near the halfway line. How can you attempt to give credit to Enzo Fernandez?" Come on, assist sometimes is not. It's not the quality of the pass sometimes. It is the decision behind the pass. That's the main thing. Because he could have decided to hold onto that ball too long and would have lost possession of the ball, or hold onto that ball too long and then the Fluminense side would have, packed bodies back and the opportunity would have been gone. Now, quality of pass is very important, but the decision to make that pass is the most important thing. That's why people get credited for assist. Just like you had Jackson, all the running he did. If he had laid that ball simply for Cole Palmer, that would have been a goal for Cole Palmer, an assist, to his name, to Nicholas Jackson's name. Cole Palmer, you could see, was very frustrated at at Nicholas Jackson, and then even at some point, I think there was an opportunity where Cole Palmer was at the top of the D. He could have laid the ball, just a true pass to Nicholas Jackson, but I don't know why he didn't do it. Maybe he still had the fact that Nicholas Jackson didn't lay that ball off to him, still in his mind. But happy days for Chelsea, 2-0 victory, and heading to the final of the Club World Cup, and coming up against Real Madrid or PSG. That those games would not be any sort of easy fixtures for Chelsea, especially the way Chelsea play in sports, in games. When you're coming up against a PSG, coming up against a Real Madrid, you must be concentrating 100% throughout the game. Then there's no room for lapse in concentration. So, I know your thoughts and opinions on the game. Are you happy with the performance? Are you happy with JOAO Pedro? What do you think? Do you think he's now the outright established number 9, for Chelsea, while Nicholas Jackson and Liam Delap fight to get, to be the number 2 behind him? Or you still feel that number 9 position is still up for grabs? Robert Sanchez, still shaky as ever. Don't know what to say about that. It will be shocking if this transfer window shuts without Robert Sanchez being replaced as Chelsea's number 1. But for now, I think the way this tournament is going right now, the way he's been poised, I think he will be the number 1 at least to the end of this tournament, and maybe going into some of preseason. But I hope another number 1 is gotten for Chelsea, in my humble opinion. So I think that's all about it for this game. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, if you're new here, and do share the video as well to people you feel will love this sort of content, and do click the like button as well, the notification bell, so you're notified each time a video comes on this channel, whether it's a recorded video or a live stream. So I'll see you on yet another video. So stay well, stay blessed. Bye bye.